Welcome to June 2020, Cancer. And Cancer moon children, there's a big energy coming in on June 5th. It's a full moon in Sagittarius, and it's square Mars, and it's also an eclipse. So I am just suggesting to everyone that if you have a situation in your life that you feel like it's has the potential for being explosive, I mean, unless you want to bring that to a culmination in a dramatic way, you may want to just lay low. And in general, you might want to stay in on June 5th and take it easy, because there's going to be some crazy energies flying around that date. But luckily, later on in the month, there is a Cancer new moon, and I believe that's June 21st, and that's going to be a very pleasant time for you, Moonchild. So let's see what messages we have for you. First and foremost, the first thing I pulled, Cancer, is the Worry card. I understand why there's a lot of reasons to feel worried right now, okay? But this is always points to oftentimes fatalistic thinking or letting your fears run away with you. And you are such a sensitive sign, whether you want to show that to anyone or not, that it's going to be important to really honor yourself right now and really keep up your boundaries. You know, you can always put your boundaries up when you get into a situation where you feel threatened or it doesn't feel safe, or sometimes, you know, when you feel angry at someone or resentment. Cancer, with your hard shell, you can just, you know, close it down. But what I'm going to say, looking at this reading this month, it's really important that, especially with how crazy the world is right now, that you are honoring yourself and you're honoring your feelings and also sharing your feelings, okay? So this is quite an introspective reading, but there's some really positive, uplifting energy in your relationship department that I'm going to get to in a moment. But first, let me say happy birthday to you, June Cancers. It is your birthday month! Woo! So, you know, as we move through the month, it looks like there's definitely going to be a lot of opportunity, if you want, for connection with others. But when I'm looking at this, I'm going to tell you, do not, you know, do anything out of obligation if at all possible, okay? You need to just sort of come from your self-interest this month. It's very important. And one of your biggest energies is this, Cancer friend. You do not owe any explanations to anyone for your decisions. If you're not hurting them, then you don't need to explain yourself. And, you know, let that be a freedom that you know, you're the master of your ship. You are the one who's deciding where you're going, and it's your life, and it's your energy. And so if there's anybody putting pressure on you in your life right now, you can say no with compassion. You can set up boundaries with love, because it seems that for many of you Cancerians, you may have a sense of maybe too much being asked of you from somebody or from a situation. And this reading is giving you total permission to be, you know, I mean, hey, if you need to be hardcore about it, Cancers can get real hardcore when it comes to like setting boundaries. But you can also do it in a different way where it's just like a statement of truth, and that's that. So what I really like here in your reading in your relationship sector is that you have the Strength card. And what that means is that for many of you, you are coming into an experience of yourself of radical self-acceptance. And, you know, that goes along with not needing to give anyone an explanation for your actions. And You know, it's interesting because in your relationship area, you have this card that oftentimes is about money and security and health, and it's extremely positive. And so I feel like what this reading is saying, whether you're single, married, you know, in a new relationship, whatever your status is, this month is going to be about yourself and your health and your security and making positive inroads, you know, based on your own personal strength. I love it. It's wonderful. You know, and your outcome, now don't take this the wrong way. A lot of people misinterpret the Hermit. I mean, this sort of makes me laugh because all of us have so long been sort of hermiting during quarantine. But this is, I mean, you can be in a group of people with this energy. You can be, you know, in any situation and still be pulling up the energy of the Hermit. This is about self-exploration and inner journeying. And what I would say is, you know, especially since this reading sort of starting out with this anxiety card, do what you need to do to like do some healing work to get yourself into a space that feels more secure for you. And it's connected to the breakthrough card. So I think for many of you Cancers coming into your birthday month, right? Your personal, what's called your personal solar returns. That's your birthday. It's your personal new year. You know, especially since it's being ushered in with a new moon in Cancer with an eclipse, okay? That is very much an introspective energy and a wonderful time to sort of make your master plan to rule the world, okay? So happy birthday. Please stay as healthy and safe as you can right now, and I will definitely be checking back in with you next month, okay?